been more than 12 hours since Iran laid its assassinated Supreme Leader to rest. The final rites of the late Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei have ended. Millions, including Iran's leadership, mourn the loss. Now, the question for Iran, in a way, is what lies ahead, politically, diplomatically, and militarily. When it comes to the war and the negotiations, Iran and the US are on edge after the latest round of strikes by both sides. Iran's alleged attacks on ships in the Strait of Hormuz saw a response from the US almost immediately. American forces struck several parts in Iran, while Khamenei's last rites were underway in Iraq. Following the strikes and both sides' trading threats, Trump had declared that the Memorandum of Understanding with Iran is dead. The statement came in response to a question asked during the US president's visit. In fact, following the escalation in the last 2 days, negotiators are now scrambling to bring the parties back on the table for talks. According to the latest development, negotiators from Qatar are in Iran to de-escalate the tensions and create conditions for broader negotiations to continue. The key objective is to make sure the MOU signed by the US and Iran is implemented and the reasons behind the recent escalations are addressed. But for both the US and Iran, control over the Strait of Hormuz is the biggest point of contention in a way. Washington, along with its Gulf allies, are pulling all stops. They are pulling all stops to ensure Iran has minimal to zero control on the critical maritime passage. Tehran, on the other hand, treats Hormuz as its biggest bargaining chip. For months now, Iranian forces have mined the strait, attacked commercial vessels, reduced traffic through the waterway by an estimated 95%. The result has been the biggest supply disruption in recent times. Amid all this, Israel remains ready to renew the war and join the future US strikes should Washington make that decision. For negotiators and West Asia overall, it is a race against time to avert fresh escalation. The question is, can they succeed? And earlier, we spoke to Lieutenant Colonel Daniel L. Davis, military expert and host of Daniel Davis Deep Dive on YouTube.
The Iranian side has said since the time of the ceasefire in April, all the way through into the signing of the MOU and to this day, they say we will remain in control of the Strait of Hormuz and we will never do anything differently. And that's why even in the MOU, the signature in paragraph 5, the critical one, said that Iran would remain in control administratively even during the 60 days. And it specifically said only for 60 days. So Iran says we're always going to have control of it. That's not even negotiable. We, on the other hand, seem to think that it's going to be open. And President Trump has many times said there will be no fees charged now or later. And that now then we're trying to, even during the 60 days, say that we want to control a southern corridor north of the Omani waters, which is not authorized us in the MOU, which the Iranian side calls out. And then you have this differentiation over the interpretation of paragraph 5, but nobody's willing to budge.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.